From states with countless sanctuary cities to others that hand out driver's licenses and credit cards like their candy on Halloween, today on Across the Globe, we'll be looking at the states that welcome illegal immigration. So, let's get right into it. Number 8, Connecticut. Connecticut. The land of rolling hills, charming little towns, and more colleges than you can shake a stick at. Founded in the early 17th century by Puritans who were looking for a New England haven away from the big and bustling Massachusetts Bay Colony, Connecticut has always been a cozy corner of America. Fast forward a few centuries and this state is blossoming into a melting pot. These days it's shaping up to be one of the most welcoming places for new faces, with 14.7% of its residents boasting immigrant backgrounds. According to Monito, Connecticut became a sanctuary state when its legislature passed the Trust Act in 2013, and as of 2024, it has 4 official sanctuary cities: Hartford, New Haven, New London, and Windham. According to Welcome law firm, New London has become popular with immigrants, as the city's policy directly fights against racial profiling by prohibiting law enforcement from questioning, arresting, or detaining individuals based on their race or perceived immigration status. In October 2023, the Connecticut Institute for Refugees and Immigrants stated that with a stagnant population, Connecticut's economy needs immigrants. As of 2024, approximately 16.3% of the population in Connecticut are immigrants, working out to roughly 1 in 6 residents. So it's clear that Connecticut is slowly emerging as a hotspot for immigrants, rising as a positive destination filled with opportunities. Although it hasn't been without its fair share of scrutiny, critics have pointed fingers at the state's seemingly lax approach to undocumented immigrants, raising eyebrows and questions about its policies. According to the American Immigration Council, nearly 60,000 U.S. citizens in Connecticut live with at least one family member who is undocumented, and according to RAND, there are roughly 113,000 undocumented immigrants in Connecticut. Number 7, Washington. Washington State, the land of coffee, grunge music, and enough rain to make you question if you've somehow moved to England. While the state is often associated with the iconic Space Needle and breathtaking views of Mount Rainier, there's more to Washington than meets the eye. Established as a territory in 1853, it became the 42nd state in 1889, largely thanks to eager settlers who thought they'd trade the hustle and bustle for a life among the trees. But it's not all about lattes and lush landscapes. Since 1979, Washington has opened its arms to refugees fleeing persecution in their home countries, offering them a chance to rebuild their lives in diverse communities. Washington State has been an illegal alien sanctuary since Governor Jay Inslee's February 2017 executive order, which applied to state agencies. Here, an estimated 246,000 people are undocumented immigrants, and more than 170,000 U.S. citizens live with at least one undocumented family member. With Washington's relaxed approach to immigration, Seattle in particular has transformed into a welcoming haven for those chasing the American dream, rain or shine, mostly rain, let's be honest. According to Seattle.gov, the city of Seattle is a proud member of a coalition supportive of immigrant and refugee issues, and city services are available to eligible residents regardless of citizenship and immigration status. What's more, Washington has a program in place to help new arrivals. The Refugee Cash Assistance Program helps eligible refugees and other humanitarian immigrants by providing cash assistance for up to 12 months after arriving. In February 2024, Monito listed the 8 most immigrant-friendly states in the U.S., with Washington coming in at number 8. They noted how Seattle and other smaller cities maintain local offices dedicated to immigrant inclusion, with bilingual employees or contracted translation services assisting residents with their language needs and civic engagement. Despite this more than welcoming approach to immigrants, concerns are still often sparked about the number of undocumented immigrants in the state of Washington. In 2023, Washington was just one of 2 states where illegal immigration was up. According to the Seattle Times, in April 2024, the Washington State Standard reported that an estimated 24% of uninsured and undocumented immigrants in Washington have applied for health coverage, causing widespread animosity among residents who are dubious about where their tax money is going. Number 6, Georgia. Georgia, where the peaches are sweet, the tea is unsweetened unless you're feeling rebellious, and the history is as rich as a slice of pecan pie. Founded in 1732 as a refuge for debtors and a buffer against Spanish Florida, the state has had its share of twists and turns, including being a key player in the Civil War, and more recently, becoming a hotbed of Southern hospitality and charm. Fast forward to today, and Georgia's becoming a fairly diverse region, with 1 in 10 residents now an immigrant. It seems everyone wants to get a taste of that warm Southern welcome, and who can blame them? According to the American Immigration Council, around 10.8% of the state's residents are foreign-born, and 6.5% of its U.S.-born residents live with at least one immigrant parent. They also added that immigrants make up 14.3% of Georgia's labor force. According to Monito, Georgia is one of the fastest-growing states in the country, with Atlanta booming particularly well. They noted that not only immigrants but also U.S.-born residents are leaving their hometowns for Atlanta. They added that the state's economy nearly doubled from $307 billion in 2000 to $592 billion by 2018, and this vibrancy is one reason why Atlanta earned a socioeconomic score of 4.5 by the New American Economy. These factors contributed to Georgia grabbing the number 6 spot on their list of the 8 most immigrant-friendly states in the U.S. In terms of illegal immigration, there is still an ongoing issue. The number of immigrants going about the process in the wrong way is just as high as those doing things properly. According to the Federation for American Immigration Reform, Georgia has a fast-growing illegal alien population, estimated at about 495,000 people. This is a big jump from 2020, when it was reported that 400,000 undocumented immigrants comprised 36% of the immigrant population. As of 2024, more than 236,000 U.S. citizens in Georgia live with at least one family member who is undocumented. Number 5. Maryland. Maryland, affectionately known as the Old Line State, has a history that could rival a well-spun yarn. Founded in 1632, it was a refuge for English Catholics looking to escape the chilly reception they received back home. Over the centuries, it has transformed from a colonial outpost to a bustling hub of charm and opportunity. If there's one thing Maryland does well, it's rolling out the welcome mat. From 2016 to 2022, the state reported a 12% increase in its immigrant population, while the non-immigrant crowd only managed a 1% growth. In June 2024, the Maryland Center on Economic Policy stated that Maryland has made great strides in passing immigrant-friendly policies over the last few years, which has strengthened both the communities and the economy. According to Monito, the percentage of Maryland's immigrants who go on to become entrepreneurs is 6.9%, which far exceeds the national average. They noted how this is just one reason why Baltimore received a socioeconomic score of 4.5 and an overall score of 4.25 by New American Economy's 2021 study. They added that Baltimore has pushed to improve legal support for immigrants, including local police reform and small business relief during the COVID-19 crisis. Maryland ranked 5th on their list of the 8 most immigrant-friendly states in the United States in 2024. Although Maryland likes to boast its immigrant entrepreneurs who are crafting success stories, let's not ignore the slew of unauthorized immigrants who are not doing things by the book. According to Visual Capitalist, as of 2024, there are around 275,000 illegal aliens calling Maryland their home, and according to the American Immigration Council, over 126,000 United States citizens in Maryland live with at least one family member who is undocumented. Number 4. New Jersey. New Jersey, the little state with a big personality, has a history that's as rich as the Jersey Diner chocolate cake. Once home to the Lenape people, it later became a playground for British and Dutch settlers, who found that even the Revolutionary War couldn't dull its charm. Fast forward to today, and New Jersey is making headlines for being a welcoming haven for immigrants, a reputation it wears like a badge of honor. With a commitment to inclusivity and fairness, the Garden State has rolled out policies that provide vital resources like driver's licenses, healthcare for all children, and language services, ensuring that everyone, regardless of immigration status, feels right at home. In February 2024, New Jersey came fourth on Monito's list of the 8 most immigrant-friendly states in the U.S. They noted how New Jersey was considered an immigrant-dependent state by the new American economy because immigrants were almost entirely responsible for growing the working-age population. They went on to say that although a large number of people born in New Jersey have moved out of the state in recent years, immigrants have come in, worked, and kept New Jersey growing. According to USA Facts, in 2023, there were around 2.25 million immigrants in New Jersey, translating to approximately 24.2% of the population. And according to Insider NJ, the state's good jobs, housing, and access to New York City and Philadelphia make for a one-way ticket to prosperity that immigrants can't pass up on. However, not all of these immigrants are here officially. According to the Washington Times, 10% of New Jersey residents are illegal immigrants, with the number believed to be around 428,000. According to the American Immigration Council, over 4 million U.S. citizens in New Jersey live with at least one family member who is undocumented. Number 3, New York. New York, the land of Big Apple glamour and the ever-buzzing city streets where honking cars and bagel joints are practically a part of daily life, has a history as vibrant as its skyline. From its humble beginnings as a Dutch trading post, it transformed into a melting pot of cultures. And let's be honest, not just from the delicious pizza and hot dog stands. Folks often joke that New Yorkers love to complain about everything from the weather to tourists. Nowadays, despite the chaos of life in the city, New York as a state is stepping up to greet an ever-increasing number of immigrants, offering shelter to around 600 newcomers each day, although the feelings toward this are very mixed among locals. According to Monito, over 22% of New York State is comprised of immigrants. They stated that thanks to New York City's large number of vocational training and entrepreneurship support programs targeted to immigrants, Queens-based immigrants are more likely to become entrepreneurs than their US-born counterparts. For this reason, New York ranked third on their list of the 8 most immigrant-friendly states in the US, despite New York's status as a welcoming place for immigrants, officially becoming a sanctuary state in 2017. The recent migrant crisis has caused concerns for many residents. In August 2024, the New York Times reported that over 210,000 migrants have arrived in New York City since 2022. In terms of illegal immigration, New York City is home to a large lawful permanent resident population, as well as an estimated undocumented population of 560,000, and approximately 1 million New Yorkers live in mixed-status households where a household member is undocumented. Number 2, Illinois. Oh, Illinois, the land of Lincoln deep dish pizza and, well, a lot of corn. Historically speaking, this state has been a marvelous melting pot, welcoming waves of immigrants who were looking for that elusive thing called the American dream, or maybe just a really good slice of pie. Governor Pritzker channeled the spirit of the state when he said, "My great-grandfather came to this country as an immigrant fleeing Ukraine in 1881. Immigrants just like my family seeking freedom and opportunity built this country. Illinois is and has always been a welcoming state." In February 2024, Illinois ranked second on Monito's list of the 8 most immigrant-friendly states in the U.S. They noted how Illinois has implemented some of the most inclusive policies in the United States, such as allowing undocumented students to pay in-state prices for higher education. They also praised the City of Chicago's specific government agency, the Department of Business Affairs and Consumer Protection, which helps immigrants contribute to society by opening businesses. In 2023, there were about 1.88 million immigrants in Illinois, which is approximately 15% of the state's population. This is higher than the national average of 14.3%. Illinois also offers a plethora of support to asylum seekers, including the Illinois Welcoming Center, the Immigrant Family Resource Center, childcare assistance, food connections, and 24-hour support for deaf or hard-of-hearing American Sign Language users. While many see this inclusivity as a positive, others feel very differently. In October 2023, Representative C. Miller stated that Illinois becoming a sanctuary state has been catastrophic. According to Andrew Chesney, when Pritzker took office, spending on non-citizen programs was just a few $1,000,000 per year, but that has ballooned to roughly $1 billion per year as of 2024. In 2020, it was reported that 395,000 U.S. citizens in Illinois live with at least one family member who is undocumented. Number 1. California. California, the land of sunshine, sandy beaches, and an avocado on every menu, has a history as colorful as its sunsets. Once a wild frontier during the gold rush, this state has transformed into a bustling metropolis, attracting dreamers and doers from all corners of the globe. Nowhere is this more evident than in its population. California leads the nation with more immigrants than any other state, and let's face it, a few too many folks trying to sneak in and evade the wall. While the state has a reputation for its influx of undocumented immigrants, especially from Mexico, it's also a welcoming haven for those who navigate the immigration process by the book. Today, California proudly dons the title of a sanctuary state, offering support and protection to undocumented immigrants because everyone deserves a chance to chase their dreams, even if they forget the paperwork. As of 2024, California is home to around 10.4 million immigrants, and Manito can see just why so many people come here for a fresh start in the land of opportunity. In February 2024, they ranked California first on their list of the 8 most immigrant-friendly states in the U.S. They noted that with 3 cities, Fremont, Chula Vista, and San Jose, ranked as the top immigrant cities in America, California is the clear winner of the most immigrant-friendly contest. Lastly, it appears that a large proportion of California residents have no ill will toward immigrants. According to a 2023 Public Policy Institute of California statewide survey, when asked which of 2 statements comes closest to their view, 66% of California adults chose immigrants today are a benefit to California because of their hard work and job skills, while 32% believed immigrants today are a burden to California because they use public services. The study also found that 80% of California adults are in favor of providing a path to citizenship for undocumented immigrants in the United States if they meet certain requirements. Yet, is it possible that California's sanctuary state status is damaging the state? Although the vast majority of immigrants in California are documented residents, as of 2024, California has the largest undocumented population in the country, with an estimated population of 1.85 million undocumented immigrants in 2021, according to the Pew Research Center. What about the other side of the coin? The states where immigrants are not allowed.